Hello, Audrey.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Good.
Great.
Good. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah, when was the last time? It wasn't Vision Circle. You weren't at Vision Circle.
No,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
supposed
that's
to
been
post
a while,
and I
hasn't
forgot. I was so out of character. Yes. Yes, it's been quite a while. I'm usually not in this room either, so
it? And so are we taking a tour or are you setting in there?
I'm gonna set in right here. This is my new painting.
That's lovely.
Isn't that lovely?
It is. I'm gonna have to get some tissues. Hang on just a second.
Oh.
It's not COVID, but I have a common ordinary cold, which shocks people to hear anybody cough nowadays.
I know.
Cough more than twice in the same room and people go nuts.
Yes.
And who can blame them?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the season. It's for us. It's allergy season now. It's
Yeah.
spring. Yeah. Yeah. So
Well,
it is what it is.
it's fall here.
Okay. Oh.
And yeah, but everybody's been using hand sanitizer, wearing masks and staying home. And
Mhm.
so you don't see people with colds. As a matter of fact, I'll bet the cough syrup manufacturers or sellers have taken a real hit here in
Oh,
Ireland because of that. Well, maybe not, because now we have COVID. So I'm sure people are trying to quell some of the systems with an abundance of over-the-counter meds.
Ban and guifenicin and
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I do. I have a cough that's just sometimes I release via cough, but sometimes I just have a cough. And I just do bear claw. Osha root.
Don't know it. I do homeopathy, so it'll be for Bryonia, Pulsatilla, or
Okay.
Aconite,
Okay.
depending on the symptoms of that particular cold.
Right. Right. Cool. I don't know a lot about homeopathic.
Wow. The idea behind homeopathy is that every single thing that's going on in your body will point you to the correct remedy. So did you notice a tingling in your left eyeball? How about your hearing acuity in your right ear versus your left?
Yeah.
Has your heartbeat seemed regular to you? Not when you take it like this, but when you think about your heartbeat. I mean, just all this stuff, sleeping on your back, your side, or your stomach.
Right.
It's absolutely everything. And so you go through this huge list of this drug is good for and is indicated if you have. And
Right.
some of them are major indicators and some of them are minor indicators. So you can never say, oh, I have a cold, I'm always going to take this one.
Right. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So is that the one like the 10% versus like 1%, like depending?
Oh, this is the one that says that what they do is they titrate it. So you'll
Right.
take a poison like arsenic and
Mhm.
you'll put, say, a gram of it in a certain amount of water and you'll shake it a certain amount of times.
Right.
Then you'll take half of that water and put it in another bottle and shake that a certain amount and half of that in another and add up to the 10 mils
Right.
and then half and half and half until you get down to where maybe there's one molecule of arsenic in the entire bottle of pills that you're taking.
Yes.
But all the other is supposed to be activated. And as much as people laugh, I have found that it can be really effective. So maybe it's a great strikeout and statement for placebo effect, or this shit works.
I just think it works. Actually, I had a tick on me not long ago, and I put it in a bottle and I put brandy in it. And I figured let it decompose. And if I should get symptoms of Lyme disease. That's my cure.
Boy, you have a lot more courage than I do when it comes to Lyme disease. Jesus Christ, that is one horrible disease.
My daughter has it.
Yeah.
My daughter has Lyme disease with the Bartonella and the Babesia.
I don't know what that
It's
is.
the there's co-infections. But during high school, she was debilitated by it.
Yep.
But she's the PA now. So everything has, you know, a reason. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy as it seems. Hi, Deb.
Yep. How are you, Deb?
Good. Good. How about you guys?
Good.
Oh, I know.
I
don't
have
have
a
my
cold.
southern lady.
Deborah, I have a cold.
Oh no. Bummer.
Yeah,
Did you hear from your daughter?
I did hear from my
Yes!
daughter.
Yes.
I called her, Richard called her yesterday morning and got through to her. And she's still telling myriad lies, things that we know can't be true. Like I begged all of my social workers to call you. That's bullshit. I mean, they're like almost required by law to do that when you're the closest relative and the patient requests it. But she is still in the rehab facility. She is getting care. She says she's not on Medicare, Medicaid, which Richard calls bullshit on because the hospital will want to be paid. They would have had her on that by her second heartbeat after her admission. She says she can't walk or can't walk well. It was a little confusing. So she's getting physical therapy for that. She says she's in a diaper, which I believe because she never would have said that if she weren't. Yeah, so she's alive. She seemed in as good a spirit as could be. And this is after an amazing healing that Deborah did with me on her. And Deborah, I'm telling you, her mood for what she's going through was like, I can't believe it. Usually she's, well, how the hell do you think I am? You know, not that you really care, but sort of thing. And she was like chatting, lying her ass off, we think, but in an upbeat sort of way.
But at least, you know, but all that gunk around her is gone. So now she can, you know, come back to center and, you know,
Yes.
it could take a while, but.
Yep. Well, Sharon did a session on her and says that she is only 30% in her body at this point, and that she has a serious issue with what Sharon didn't use the term, but I'm going to use the term walk-ins. Mm-hmm. And here's something else that Sharon said that I didn't know. An alcoholic blackout, when you're still walking around and doing shit and blacked out, she says that that's possession.
Yes.
And I always thought it was just a chemical thing with the brain. It never occurred to me that that could be actual possession. Mm-hmm. So
I never thought about that.
Yeah, it is.
I had a boyfriend one time who had a job that was around some drugs, and he started to take some drugs, and I picked him up and he got in the car, and I could see these beings coming in, and what they do is they go through the nervous system and go up. I sat in the car and watched one go in, and I'm like, holy crap. Yeah.
And what did you do?
I'm trying to remember when that was, if I had done I hadn't done Ho'oponopono yet. And I'm just like, this isn't going to continue. You know, it's like, I'm not staying. If you're going to keep doing this, I'm not. I knew something to do to get rid of it, and it left. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what it was. I mean, this is
Jesus help us all. in our time of
I-
need sort of thing.
Yeah, it might have been. I might have just said, Jesus, this thing has to go now, out.
Yeah.
And I can't remember. And it left. But it was like, you got to stop this or I'm not sticking around.
Yeah.
Because I can't spend my life cleaning out all these guys.
Right.
But at least she's better and she doesn't have all those coming in. And
Right.
they were coming in. And that's why Sharon said that she had, And now hopefully she can be protected and they won't come in.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I'm going to form a triad, and my daughter Avi has been taking Sharon's Tag 1 class.
Mhm.
So Sharon wants to do this as an experiment. I'm not going to get into the whole history, but anyway, Sharon will be kind of the mentor third, and Avi and I will do a soul retrieval like
Right.
every other day and just go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And if you ladies want to join in, why, let me tell you, you are more than welcome to do soul retrievals on my daughter, Lindy.
I
As
would
a
be
parent-
happy to.
I love
I
to.
would love it.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Mhm.
Let me know.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah, let me just put her name in the chat. So you know who you're aiming at. And we're not getting together to do this. We're doing it on our own and are just going to check in.
Okay.
So the name is, oh, come on, right here. So Lindy K, last name Stein. You can tell I was very young when I named her, can't you? Got that complicated spelling going and everything. And I wasn't even a teenager when I had her. I have no excuse for this.
Beautiful name.
I think it's lovely.
I do too.
Yeah, she gets called Lindley a lot and Lindbergh. How do you get
wow.
Lindbergh out of that?
Lindy Hop.
She never heard that one.
You're
Yeah.
kidding.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Okay, so should we start our thing? And
Yes.
Did you set
Yeah.
the circle? I came in a couple of minutes late. I had a call from.
No, we haven't
Architectural
set the
committee stuff.
circle. I've been waiting for Sharon or somebody.
No, Sharon's not coming.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She said in Slack she's not coming.
Oh, well, I did not know that. So who wants to set the circle?
Would you like to?
Sure.
Okay.
So let's all settle into our seats, feel our bodies, be comfortable, take some deep breaths. We are gathered here today to do the work. We are cocooned in the fivefold cocoon of protection. We call on our guides to stand by and to take us wherever it is that we will need to go. We are inclusive. We are a circle of wisdom, compassion, knowledge, ability. And with that, our circle is open. You want to check in? So I'll start. I'm Arlie in New Zealand. What I've been thinking about is getting rid of the I, me, my, mine society and making it more of a we, us together sort of mindset in the world. And I don't know that that's where my guides will take me today, but that's what I've been thinking about. So Deborah?
Yeah, I'm Deborah. Yeah, I agree. We just had our primary elections this week. And seeing the ads, it's just how they skew things and the lies then afterwards when people won or didn't win. And it's like, whatever side they're on, a lot of times you didn't do this, they don't do this. And it's just, our needs aren't being met, and it's you and them, and it's not us. And it's so divisive, and I'm just tired of it. It's just not helping anybody solve anything, and they're not looking to solve it. They're just looking to cast blame and try and say, oh, okay, I'll vote for you because you cast blame on them. And it was just how they lied about some of the people to get them to vote for someone else. I mean, just skewed things. It's like one guy had been the former governor of North Carolina, and they're like, he's not really conservative because he did X, Y, and Z. Well, as governor, you have to make compromises.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, hello. Anyway, so that, and the other thing that's kind of been coming up is I'm not sure how to put this. For the US, I feel like we're becoming a third world country. People don't want to work. I have a friend who's a landscaper, and she can't find people who are willing to work hard. It's like, oh, that's too hard. I don't want to work for you anymore. And it's like they don't understand what work is, and it's and we think we're so advanced compared to the rest of the world, and I don't think we are. So I don't know where they'll take me. I'll ask to where we go. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm Audrey and I'm in Pennsylvania, and I don't know, what's coming up for me is similar that we instead of I, it's my things, and just the community as a whole. But I'm seeing a lot of healers like almost hitting bottom or losing their center point and just saying, we just want to pause. We don't want this anymore. We don't want to do anything anymore. We're tired. And I have a hard time tracing it back, which means to me there's outsider influences involved that are shielding of all of these skilled healers and the term way showers and just those vision keepers are just seeming to just going from here to, or they're just cycling. They're losing their footing. So I don't know where it would take tonight with this, but for me, it's a real issue I'm seeing with a lot of people.
Yeah, and teachers and all too. I mean, it's not just that. It's a lot of people in helping professions.
Yes.
You're right. And it got worse during COVID. But where
Yeah.
did it start? That's a very good question. Very good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's all the helpers.
Good observation.
All the helpers. And I'm getting like chills, like ice cold, like it's all the helpers.
Yeah. Let's take out the helpers. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's help. So let's see where, yeah.
Good observation. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see, it's 12:47. Let's go for about 5 minutes and then come back and report in. Does someone have a timer easily available? Okay, Deborah, we'll let you time and settle in, take some deep breaths, turn your camera off if you wish, and let's go.
When you're ready, start coming back. Anybody want to share?
This was one of those journeys where you really begin to think that you're making it all up. So I saw planet Earth, and it was surrounded with a gray miasma. This was a journey about I, me, my, mine versus us, we together. And the gray miasma was like burned off, like a fast burning fuse, just, and then little parachutes with blue packages of us, we together started coming down. Then another burn, and then more parachutes, and another burn, and more parachutes. Like, this is an ongoing process. This is not something that's going to happen immediately. This is ongoing. So I left that in motion, and I went to take a look at supporting helpers, what I could do for them. And I did not feel in contact. So I spent some time calling in guides and Gaia and the archangels to help and support them. Yeah, so Earth is just doing this flash of getting rid of this attitude and little packages, discrete little bundles of us, we together landing. And that's me.
Cool. Audrey?
Well, first I saw these seedlings coming out of the ground, and it was almost as though they were over fertilized and they were all burnt up. I was like, well, this isn't okay. It's like, what's going to happen? It's like, do we water it? What do we do? And it's like, don't worry, there's new seeds, there's new sprouts coming from this. And I thought that was really interesting because I was like, oh, okay. Not sure what that was. And then there was a veil of opposition over the planet. I was like, well, let's get rid of that. Let's just get rid of it. Get rid of the veil of opposition and ask for that to be removed, and then a veil, like harmony, placed over the planet. Then then it was the healers, the helpers, that they come back to access, that their lenses be clean, that any outsider influences be cleared from them. And then, oh, there was more. Oh, and then the song United We Stand, Divided We Fall. So I asked for unity around the planet. United we stand, divided we fall. So it was kind of like I asked for a unity grid to be placed over the planet as well. So that was mine.
Huh. I went and Jesus met me, and I said, is this about the healer helpers? And he's like, well, no, I was going to do something else, but and what they told me quickly was that it's not the healers and the helpers. It's not a thing about them. It's because the people have bought into the lie of you don't have to take responsibility for yourself or your children. The helpers, all the teachers will. You can be a drug addict and they'll teach your kids to do it right. You don't have to wear your mask. You don't have to do anything. You know, the helpers and the healers, you don't have to be responsible. So it's people buying into the lie that you don't have to hold yourself and your family responsible. And so I went back and said, okay, where did it start? And I saw this group of outsiders. It was energy. It wasn't a group of being, but it was like energy stuff in this ball where they were coming up with this one. And so we just went out and just deep sixed it before it even got started and sent it back. And then I went on my own little journey to get my answer to something. So that was what I got to your question, your thing about the helpers.
Well, makes sense. Yeah.
It's another aspect.
Sure is. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, like if you're not, we're all raised to clean up your room and do all this, and you clean up your own mess, and we're just getting into, oh, I don't have to do that.
Right. Right. And that's what, as it came through as opposition, is like, well, I don't have to do it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have to do X, Y, and Z because I just don't want to.
Yeah, I don't have to be a responsible human being
Right.
for my actions.
Mhm. Yeah.
Anything else?
Not for me. I think I'm complete.
Me too.
Thank you. Me too. Which day are Wednesday circles for support? I can never get the days right.
Tuesday and Thursday is the coffee clutch.
Oh, I never got a thing about those.
Oh, okay.
The
Even though I'm on the,
SGC circle, you mean?
huh?
The
Yeah.
SGC, yeah. I'll look it up and send you an email
Okay.
because I have to translate from New Zealand time to your time.
Even if you just know what time it is on Sharon's time, that's fine.
Okay, hang on just a minute and let me get over here then. It's, let's see. And, okay. It will be Wednesday. It's the second and fourth Wednesday. Hang on, I got to click this because for me it's 8 a.m. on Thursday. Okay, 1 p.m. the second and fourth Wednesday PST.
Okay, so it's 4 p.m. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Lovely to see you all.
Good to see you too. How's your hip?
Much better, much better. This week has been a huge turnaround.
Good.
Sunday I walked down to, we live on a little lake and you can put electric motors on it. So we had a little pontoon boat. It's nothing big, but we went down, but it's a kind of a steep hill. And I was walking back up and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done this. And the next day I'm like, you were stupid, but it was sore. But then the next 2 days I kept doing it and it's much better. It's like, I can think straight again and start doing things again. I mean, it's like, oh, it's going to be life.
Yay.
It's all good. Yeah.
Good.
So, yeah.
Yep. All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
Thank you guys. Love you much. Bye-bye.